顧問團主席，我係高 Chang。
Okay, first question. I'll be speaking in English now.
我而家轉到英文頻道啦嚇。
Yeah, my Cantonese isn't quite good enough yet.
因為我啲廣東話唔夠咁正。
Anyway, here's a good question. How many of you are here for the first time in New Skin?
想問下有幾多位咧係第一次嚟我哋 New Skin 嘅活動㗎？
Really? Okay. All right. Well, to all of you, welcome. It's
歡迎
great.
大家，第一次嚟嘅朋友歡迎你哋。
And hopefully, what you're sort of going to hear tonight, and you heard a lot from Andy, is that perhaps it's something that you can consider joining New Skin, right?
希望咧，我哋今日可以學到一啲新嘅知識啦，新嘅機會可以令到你感興趣，未來加入 New Skin。
Yeah. I was thinking as Mandy was talking, really, what really is the purpose of this particular meeting today? And when I look at New Skin and a little bit about personal history, I joined New Skin almost more than 25 years ago because New Skin bought my company called Pharmanex.
咁介紹下歷史先啦。其實我25年前咧加入 New Skin 嘅，當時點解要加入咧？就因為 New Skin 佢係買低咗我間公司 Pharmanex 嘅。
And ever since then, what I learned is New Skin is a very strange company.
從嗰時開始，我就知道 New Skin 係一間好奇怪嘅公司啦。
In fact, what we're doing tonight is really, in a way, is perhaps especially for the new people, is really to consider this as an opportunity. And as Mandy mentioned, it's really sort of saying, here's an opportunity to do what? It's an opportunity for you to create a company out of New Skin.
所以今晚咧其實好重要，特別是對於我哋新朋友嚟講咧，係介紹俾你一個新嘅商機。通過呢個機會咧，呢個平台咧，希望你可以打造自己嘅事業。
So if I am in your position, one of the questions I would be sort of asking is, okay, what exactly when you say I can start a company, and what are you offering? And one of the things, obviously, that's important for any business is a product or products.
所以如果我係喺你個位嘅咧，我第一個問題就會問：究竟你話創造自己嘅公司、自己事業係咩意思咧？究竟你哋提供乜嘢咧？咁當然佢對於好多公司嚟講，重要嘅就係產品啦。
And that's what I'm going to share with you tonight is sort of the type of products that we offer in New Skin.
所以今晚要介紹嘅咧就係我哋 New Skin 提供嘅產品。
And then the second question I was asking, okay, you talk about the products, but really, are these products, are they differentiated enough and unique enough insofar as actually giving me a competitive advantage?
咁第二個問題我會問嘅咧就係：咁你哋提供嘅產品係咪真係咁獨特先？獨特到我可以有競爭嘅優勢咧？
Right, and then if you can answer those two questions, you're almost 80 to 90% there in considering, hey, maybe there is something here that I should participate and enjoy.
所以如果你答到呢個問題嘅話，呢兩個問題咧，基本上就已經係創業嘅前80%同90%㗎啦。
But for me, perhaps the most important, as I look through some of Mandy's slides and she put some of the gig economy companies up there, what I see, what is missing for me is sort of something meaningful that is associated with their products.
咁而頭先我去睇阿 Mandy 嘅介紹嘅時候咧，我見到佢喺個 PPT 上面咧分享咗好多零工經濟嘅公司啦。我覺得其中一個缺少咗嘅樣嘢咧就係意義啊！究竟你哋提供咁樣嘅產品同服務有咩意義咧
And that is that as you become successful, the thing is obviously it's related to the sale or the use of these products by lots of people.
所以當你嘅企業係足夠成功嘅時候咧，就會有好多人去使用你嘅產品同埋服務。咁背後意味住乜嘢咧
And what that happens is that those products, as they're being used, they're actually adding something meaningful to their life, either in terms of better health or they're going to look even better.
咁所以我哋嘅產品咧，當消費者去使用嘅時候咧，佢係唔單止係覺得更加之好用啦，佢覺得更加之靚啦，更重要佢係覺得更加健康嘅。
So, at a very fundamental value level, I sort of look at it and say, wow, as I become successful, I'm actually helping people.
所以從價值嘅角度嚟講咧，唔單止我係取得咗財務或者經濟上嘅成功啦，更重要我係幫到其他人，呢一個對我嚟講係好有意義嘅。
Perhaps that is really what New Skin is all about as an opportunity.
我覺得，所以對 New Skin 嚟講咧，點解係一個咁好嘅創業機會，就係因為佢背後可以幫到人嘅呢一份心。
Right. So that's the background I'd like to leave you with, and so I'm going to talk. I'm trained as a scientist. And all the products, and I'll share a lot of science with you, and perhaps convince you that without the science, I don't really know whether our products are any good or not.
嗱，咁我背景咧就係我係科研出身嘅，咁所以今日我嘅分享咧都會講好多背後嘅科學研究嘅一啲道理啊、啲依據啊。咁如果我唔係做一個科學家嘅身份嘅咧，我諗我冇咁強力嘅一個位置去同大家分享呢個產品嘅。
Because science is really not a one-man type of discipline. It requires a team, and this is a team that you see here of close to over 70 scientists.
咁科研咧絕對唔係一個人可以完成嘅。咁喺圖片上面你可以見到咧，有超過70位咧都係我哋科學團隊嘅成員嚟嘅。
So I can stand here and tell you everything, but science is not a subject, or even as an opportunity. It's not that I can just talk about it. We have to do science.
嗱，咁科學當然我可以企喺度講成日啦，咁但係咧吹水就個個都識嘅，咁但係最關鍵係背後咧實際係做到咗啲乜嘢嘅。
Because talk is really cheap. In fact, it's free. Everybody talks.
其實只要有把口嘅時候，你就可以識得講嘅，所以佢係非常之冇成本嘅一件事。
But in order to talk science, you have to do science first, and that is not free.
但係咧，點解我可以企喺呢度同大家分享咁多科研咧？因為我哋背後真係落咗好多苦功嘅。
So it really requires a team like that to be able for us to accomplish all the science that we do behind our products.
所以我要多謝我哋背後呢一支嘅無名嘅團隊啦、無名嘅英雄啦，幫我哋完成咗咁多嘅科研。
Thank you. So now, when I look at it, although our science is good, or we internally in New Skin things is good, I need another level of validation.
嗱，咁當然我哋內部已經覺得呢個科研係達到咗非常之成熟嘅水平，但係我哋仲需要外部嘅驗證㗎嘛。
Because I want to make sure that we are being objective and not really, in America, we would say, I don't want to drink our own Kool-Aid.
咁啊就係我哋要做實驗嘅時候咧，我哋要確保唔單止係我哋自己覺得好啦，外部都要覺得好。所謂黃婆賣瓜香係咪自賣自誇？我哋唔可以淨係咁樣做㗎嘛。
I almost think that it's very similar in Chinese. You probably have a saying, right? What is it? 賣花香 or something like that, right? So, I mean, if I'm selling flowers, obviously I'm going to say my flowers smell good.
如果我係賣花，我梗係讚啲花香㗎啦。
Right? But I need somebody to tell me objectively that I'm selling really good smelling flowers. And that's the reason why we have professors like that professor at the back of me, Professor Lester Packard.
所以我哋就請咗第三方嘅一個專家，就係你喺圖片上面見到嘅呢位 Packer 教授嚟幫我做一個第三方嘅驗證。
He is work at the university. He doesn't work for New Skin. So when he gives us some advice, it's based on objective. And when he evaluates and review what we do in science, I can trust his word that if it's not good, it's not good. If it's good, it's good.
嗱，咁佢唔係我哋 New Skin 嘅員工嚟嘅，佢係外邊嘅一個大學嘅獨立嘅教授啦。咁所以當佢去俾出一啲客觀嘅意見同埋去審核我哋嘅成果嘅時候，我知道係真係客觀可信嘅。
And in fact, he helped us develop this first technology that we brought to every person interested in antioxidant that's called the biophotonic scanner.
其實佢係幫我哋開發咗第一款可能大家都非常之熟悉或者非常之喜愛嘅一個抗衰老嘅產品嘅。
And the reason why he sort of helped us and we believed him because he's actually known as the father of antioxidant research.
咁點解我哋一開始邀請佢嚟做我哋嘅第三方驗證咧？因為佢有一個別名咧叫做抗氧化之父嘅。
So here's the biophotonic scanner, and we have used this to scan a lot of people around the world. In fact, this exceeds more than 25 million people now.
嗱，咁呢一部咧就係我哋自己做出嚟嘅皮膚類胡蘿蔔素嘅指數嘅測量儀器啦。咁其實到而家為止咧已經檢測過超過2500萬次㗎啦。
And this and this is where the importance of the scanner relies and sort of really rests. And that is, up to this point, before the biophotonic scanner, every company, when they offer an antioxidant product, they will say it's the best.
咁其實喺我哋推出呢一部機之前咧，所有市面上嘅公司，只要佢係做抗氧化、抗衰老嘅產品，佢都會話啊，我哋嘅產品係全球第一嘅。
And you have to take their word for it.
咁你唯有佢講咩，你信乜嘢㗎啦？
Because that's all they have. That's all they say. Take my word for it. It's the best antioxidant.
因為佢亦都冇辦法提供任何嘅證據。
Now, within Inuskin, I'm actually turning that statement around and say, don't believe anything I say.
嗱咁而喺我哋 New Skin 推出呢一部機咧，其實我係將呢一個決定權擺喺你嘅手上嘅，唔好淨係話因為我講咗你就信。
We have a product that offers antioxidant protection that's called Life Pack. So don't believe it's a lousy product.
嗱，我可以同你講，我哋推出咗一個抗氧化嘅產品 Life Pack 咧，咁嗱唔好信啊，佢其實個產品質量好差㗎。
Right. Believe what you see with your own eyes.
但係咧，你要相信自己親眼見到嘅檢驗效果
喎。And that's where this device came in, because this device, after you take that product, can actually see with your own eyes the improvement in your antioxidant score.
所以通過呢一部嘅測量儀器咧，你係直接可以睇到使用前同使用咗之後啊，抗氧化係點樣對你嘅皮膚產生影響嘅。
In other words, don't believe what I say, but believe what you see.
咁亦即係我頭先講嘅，唔好淨係相信我所講嘅嘢，而係要相信你親眼睇得到嘅數據。
Big difference in New Skin, right?
係我哋 New Skin 推出嘅一個非常之大嘅創舉。
One of the reasons why we spend more than $100 million developing this technology is to make sure that you yourself can see the power behind our products.
所以我哋投入咗1億美金去研發呢一部機，就係希望你哋可以親眼睇得出呢個測量之後嘅效果。
We obviously knew that it's going to show because we have done the experimental scientific studies and we have some results such as this where we can see over time that taking a product like LifePack actually very significantly improves your antioxidant.
咁點解我哋咁有信心推出呢一部測量儀器呢？因為我哋係知道通過我哋嘅科學實驗咧，知道隨住時間嘅推移，你係可以直接可以睇得到我哋嘅抗氧化產品對皮膚產生嘅巨大影響。
Right. So this is a science that we do. This is not, I'm just saying we're doing science. It's actually what we're doing.
嗱，呢一個就係我哋嘅科研水平啦。
So this is a technology. So it shows, many mentioned innovation is part of the New Skin DNA. This is the reflection of that DNA, a demonstration that we actually do what we say.
咁啊，頭先 Mandy 都提過咗啦，我哋 New Skin 嘅 DNA 之一咧就係創新，而呢一部機咧同埋背後點樣去研發嘅思路咧就係一個好嘅例子啦。
Perhaps for this particular audience, you may appreciate this a little bit when we say, provided by nature, proven by science, is that many of our ingredients that we use are natural.
嗱，咁可能大家都有聽過呢一句 slogan 啦，叫天然淬煉科學驗證嘅，因為我哋好多嘅成分咧都係天然嘅成分嚟嘅。
Right. And in fact, many of these natural ingredients that we use come from traditional Chinese medicines.
而佢哋其實係源自於傳統嘅中醫嘅。
But the thing is, with traditional Chinese medicines, we still, although we know they have value, I still need to show it with modern science that where that value is and how it's being expressed.
嗱，咁雖然中醫咧其實有好多好有價值嘅地方嘅，但係我哋都要通過現代嘅科學去呈現到究竟佢哋價值喺邊度，同埋佢可以點樣幫到我哋。
And then in New Skin, when we use such herbal products, when we know it has value, we also want to make sure that that value or that benefit will be delivered time and time again from a New Skin product.
而我哋 New Skin 咧覺得，雖然中藥入邊好多成分咧，好多草藥佢係有價值嘅，但係我哋更重要嘅係要確保喺每一次使用我哋嘅產品嘅時候，呢個價值係以同樣嘅高水準持續持之以恆地去呈現嘅。
The reason why sometimes TCMs don't work is not because inherently it doesn't have value, it's because everybody prepares TCMs or traditional Chinese medicines in a very different way.
嗱，咁中藥咧，點解好多人覺得中醫或者中藥係冇用嘅咧？唔係話佢本身真係冇價值，而係每一個人咧，佢煮中藥或者係準備呢個中藥嘅方式係好唔同嘅喎。
Some people use more water, some people use less water to brew that particular herb.
咁煲藥嘅時候，大家都知啦，有啲人加水多啲，有啲人加得少啲。
Some people will brew for an hour, whereas another person might brew for more than 2 hours.
有啲人就煲1個鐘啦，有啲人煲2個鐘。
Nobody knows,
你
right?
都唔知究竟幾時
So
先啱咧。
you never get a consistent, standardized product out of that.
所以咧，如果咁樣嘅準備方法，每一次你出嚟嘅中藥咧，佢唔係一個標準化嘅產品嚟嘅。
Whereas in New Skin, we take that and we identify what is the active substances in that particular herb, and we make sure we give you the same amount every time, every year.
咁而喺我哋 New Skin 咧，我哋除咗可以發現到中藥入邊一啲草藥嘅有價值嘅成分之外咧，我哋通過提煉並且將佢做到產品入邊，確保每一次你去服用嘅時候咧，佢嘅效果都係一樣咁好嘅。
That's the difference. That's why we do science.
呢一個就係點解我哋要用科學力量啦。
In fact, we have encapsulated and called all the science that we do and call it the 6S process.
所以我哋將呢一個過程咧，呢個科研嘅過程叫做 6S 6個 S 嘅過程。
Right. Without the 6S process, we cannot promise and we cannot guarantee that our products are consistently safe and effective.
就係因為有咗呢個6S 嘅過程，我哋先可以確保我哋嘅產品係一直咁安全同埋有效嘅。
That's why we're number 1 in the combined dietary supplement category.
所以我哋嘅品牌先可以榮獲全港排名第1嘅綜合營養補充品品牌。
So for the new people, when you're sitting there listening to me, right, and you haven't fallen asleep by now, okay?
咁所有嘅新朋友，如果你仲醒住嘅話，未瞓着嘅話咧
Hopefully you now know, okay, at least the products are consistent and they're safe and they're proven by science.
希望你到而家為止，起碼你能夠記住我講嘅。首先呢一個我哋嘅產品咧係有科研去做呢個支持嘅，同埋佢哋嘅質量咧係持之以恒地好嘅。
What is really terrible, right, for me personally, is that if you take a product out and I cannot make a consistent product, I think I will embarrass you when you talk about the products.
因為我係真係好在乎一樣嘢係乜嘢咧？我好驚啊！如果我做啲產品咧唔係咁好，如果佢每一次出嚟嘅質素唔係穩定嘅話，你攞出去推銷俾人哋嘅時候，我覺得你好丟架。
And our commitment behind the science and why we spend so much money doing the science is to make sure that every time we bring out a product, these products will never ever embarrass you.
所以我哋要花咁多嘅投入去做科研，就係希望我哋每一次做出嚟嘅產品咧，都可以令到你哋出去介紹俾其他人嘅時候咧，係覺得非常之自豪，而唔會覺得冇面嘅。
And we have many products. We have close to 500 products.
而我哋有超過500種嘅產品喎。
So I can imagine we have covered very broadly, both in beauty and in wellness. We have a product that can actually cover that.
所以喺所有嘅美容同埋保健嘅分類行業入邊，我哋都會有一個產品去對應解決一啲市場嘅需求。
So again, coming back to the business side of things, if there is a certain area that you want to focus on, there is a product that can help you and help you grow that.
所以翻到嚟，如果係從生意嘅層面去講嘅話咧，如果你發現咗市場係有一個具體嘅需求嘅話，我哋絕對有一個產品咧可以幫你可以解決呢種需求嘅。
And then over time, when you become more comfortable in the world of new skin, your business will grow because we have other products that you can use to offer.
而隨住時間嘅推移咧，當你越嚟越熟悉我哋嘅成個家族產品嘅系列之後咧，你亦都可以將你嘅生意持續地去做大嘅，因為我哋會有各種各樣嘅產品。
Like I mentioned, I mean, doing science is not free. It takes a very serious financial commitment from a company.
咁我頭先都有提到啦，做科研其實係好貴嘅呢個過程，所以我哋從公司層面咧係要投入非常之多嘅資金同埋資源。
Even scientists, and we have over 70 of them in New Skin, I mean, we have to sort of support them, right? I mean, they have to go home and have money to eat.
咁所以我哋嘅團隊咧，我哋都有超過70名嘅科學家啦。咁我哋要支持佢哋每一位，係咪？佢哋每一日放工翻去之後都要有錢買嘢食先得㗎。
And when we do the scientific studies, I mean, typically, an average scientific study to do it properly, we usually cost more than $100,000 each experiment.
而我哋去做每一個實驗嘅時候咧，最少每一項實驗都要成10萬美金嘅最少。
And then, if it's not enough scientific experts or knowledge inside the company, we go out and buy a company such as LifeGen to make our science and capability even better.
咁如果有時我哋發現內部咧，我哋冇足夠嘅知識同埋能力去發表某一個產品或者研究某一個產品嘅時候咧，我哋會出去並購一啲公司，譬如 LifeJack 咁樣啦，可以補充我哋嘅能力，令到我哋更加全面嘅。
You can see now, hopefully, right? Once we decide to take a scientific approach, it costs money and it costs a consistent commitment that we're going to keep on investing.
咁所以一旦我哋決定咗行呢一個科研嘅道路之後咧，唔單止佢需要好多錢啊，同埋佢係需要全力以赴、持之以恆嘅。
Because our products now no more just really try to, what should I say, maybe just remove or eliminate the signs of aging. In general, that's what we are focusing on. You know, we are an anti-aging company, so we really want to understand what is the root cause of aging, because that by attacking that, we have a much better chance of getting meaningful products.
而我哋而家嘅產品已經唔再滿足於治標唔治本嘅一個狀態，因為好多嘅公司其實佢嘅產品只不過係解決一啲皮膚嘅衰老嘅表象，而我哋係直擊根本嘅。
And we can do that now with our new age-lock technology, which focuses on genes.
而我哋最新嘅 age-lock 技術咧係直情從 DNA 從基因去做起。
We have a lot of new technology now studying genes. For example, the one on the left that's called a gene chip is very similar to a computer chip, except that now it can capture biological genetic data.
嗱，咁我哋有好多嘅工具可以幫到我哋去研究基因啦。譬如喺圖上面你見到啊，最邊嗰一個部機咧就叫做基因嘅追蹤機嚟嘅，咁佢可以幫我哋了解到各種基因嘅表達。
And we can use that chip to select and to evaluate lots of different ingredients and see how they affect genetic activity.
我哋可以通過呢部機入邊嘅芯片咧，去追蹤好多唔同嘅成分啦、唔同嘅藥材啦，佢係點樣影響我哋基因表達嘅。
And then we can get what we call a gene expression profile, and the one that we like best is the ingredient that we're going to use in our product.
咁通過佢分析之後產出嚟嘅嘢咧，我哋叫做基因表達檔案。咁我哋會揀我哋最中意嘅嗰一個檔案啦，就證明佢所令到佢產生呢個檔案嘅呢個成分就係我哋最想要嘅一個原料啦。
No other company uses age-lock technology as good as we do.
市面上我哋係使用呢個 age-lock 技術最優秀嘅一間公司。
Right. In fact, this is probably equivalent to AI nowadays that they use in high tech.
所以佢嘅對呢個行業嘅影響力就好似而家嘅 AI 人工智能對呢個世界嘅影響一樣。
So we use the same type of age-lock technology, for example, to look at the brain and what happens to the genes inside the brain.
嗱，咁我哋用咗呢一個 age-lock 嘅技術咧，去研究咗大腦啊，咁睇下基因點樣影響大腦嘅。
Two pictures here. The one at the top is a gene expression profile that we want to copy.
嗱，咁呢度有兩個基因嘅表達圖啦，咁上邊嗰一個咧係一個健康老齡模型，係我哋想要達到嘅效果。
Because that's the profile we got from a healthy aging brain.
如果你嘅大腦咧係好健康咁樣衰老嘅話，你達到嘅模型應該係咁嘅樣嘅。
And the one in the bottom is the one from a normal but not so healthy brain.
咁而下邊呢一個咧就係一個普通嘅衰老嘅狀況表達啦，但唔係咁健康嘅。
So by using age-lock technology, we can develop a product. Now that we have it, we have actually since launched it, and based on this experiment, because it gave us a profile that looks a lot, the middle one looks a lot like the healthy aging profile.
咁而通過我哋 age-lock 嘅技術咧，我哋成功咁揾到咗一啲成分咧，佢係可以令到大腦係根據上邊嗰個健康老齡模型去產生佢嘅基因表達嘅。
So that's really the power of our age-lock. And again, I'll go back to the new people and say, okay, now that you got a product, you also have some unique technology that can drive the company going forward.
咁所以翻嚟同啲新朋友講句咧，就係唔單止我哋有呢一個產品啦，更重要嘅係我哋背後有一個技術，呢個 age-lock 嘅技術可以令到我哋持續咁樣做呢啲咁好嘅產品。
Yeah. And also, this technology is not just focused on making one type of product. It can be used. It has the potential to sort of make all sorts of products.
所以 Age Lock 呢個技術咧，唔單止淨係做一類型嘅產品啦，佢係有一個潛力可以做各種各樣嘅產品。
So the potential going forward into the future is still a very, very bright and multi.
可以講話我哋未來嘅潛力咧係無限嘅。
So now all these products, right? When we develop it, obviously, when we finally finish completing making the final product, somebody has to take it to make sure that it is safe and it works.
嗱咁通常咧喺我哋研發一個產品之後咧，我哋要揾啲人嚟試一試睇下呢個產品係咪安全有效噶嘛。
Yeah. So these are the heat maps from a person, from the first person taking the first prototype product developed from H-Lock technology.
嗱咁 Age Lock 個技術推出咗之後咧，我哋揾咗第一個人試咗第一款嘅產品原型。咁而你喺圖上面見到嘅咧就係當時試完呢個產品之後做出嚟嘅熱圖。
So we want to make sure that the before, the one on the left, changes after taking the product to a profile that looks on the right.
我哋想確保咧呢一個受試嘅人員咧可以喺調整前呢一個表達嘅模型咧變成調整之後嘅模型。
So usually what the scientists do in New Skin is to give the product to me.
咁通常嚟講喺 New Skin 佢哋科學家揾嘅第一隻白老鼠咧就係我本人啦。
So yeah, because they really feel that they usually give the product to me on Friday afternoon.
咁啊，通常佢哋喺禮拜五嘅下晝咧就會將呢個產品原型送到我面前啦。
So and then they wait until Monday morning.
然之後佢哋等下禮拜一睇下發生咩事。
And see whether I come to work.
睇下老細究竟仲返唔返工先。
So yeah, if I come to work, then they say, okay, the
咁如果我
product
係返工嘅話，就知道冇事啦，可以繼續做啦。
can go to the second step. Yeah. But if I don't come to work, they say, oh, that product is not so good.
如果我星期一冇辦法返工嘅咧，佢知道呢個 project 可以取消㗎啦。
So you can imagine, right, in terms of how serious we are, that these products, that when we develop it, we really do the experiments to make sure they are safe and effective.
所以你知道我哋嘅科學團隊係幾咁嚴肅咁樣認真對待我哋嘅產品，我哋希望確保佢哋係安全有效嘅。
And this H-Lock, we developed it about 10 years ago and so on. So we have already generated more than the couple of examples I shared with you. And together, they've already cumulatively generated more than $15.
嗱咁我哋10年前推出呢個 Age Lock 嘅品牌同埋技術之後咧，已經做咗好多嘅產品啦。咁而家總共嘅品牌價值已經突破150億美金。
And that's what's gratifying for me is that $15, that dollar figure translates to me there were a lot of people out there that we have helped.
而對我嚟講最有意義嘅咧，就係唔單止係錢好多啊，而係佢背後幫助咗更多嘅生命。
And that is really, to me, I don't know about you, but to me, it's a very satisfying feeling to know that these products are actually helping people to stay healthy and to look great.
嗱，我唔知你哋係點諗啦，但係對於我個人嚟講，我覺得可以幫到咁多人咧，唔單止令到佢哋變靚啦，更加幫到佢哋變健康咧，對我嚟講係非常非常之有成就感嘅。
So for all the new people, again, I ask you the question. I mean, is there any other business that can give you that kind of level of satisfaction?
所以所有新朋友我都係問翻你同一個問題啦，有冇其他嘅公司、其他嘅機會可以帶俾你咁樣嘅一種程度嘅一個滿足感咧？
You can stay healthy. You can help people to lose weight. For example, there's another product category that we are very strong in, and the latest product is called the TRME weight management system.
嗱，咁另外一個行業另外一個系列嘅產品我哋都做得好好嘅咧，係關於體型管理嘅。咁我哋有個 TRME 嘅系列啦。
Right. So and really, I mean, these products that we have within 15 days, for example, we can really help people to really significantly see a reduction in their weight.
嗱，好短時間15日之內咧，你試用咗呢一個產品之後，就可以見到你體重嘅減輕。
Right. So, and weight, as we all know, is a health issue. It's not just a beauty issue. When you lose weight, you're going to be healthier in every aspect inside the body.
咁你都知道體重佢唔一定係淨係為咗美觀啦，更重要嘅係咧，當你見到更加輕嘅時候咧，你係更加之生活嘅方方面面都變得更加健康嘅。
And here again, we have used our H-Lock technology to develop this particular TRME system.
而 TRME 嘅系統咧，呢個計劃背後嘅研發科技咧，都係 Age Lock 嘅。
Right. So here's another one. I think Mandy mentioned this. We are also number one in the device category system.
嗱，頭先 Mandy 好似都提到咗呢一點啦，我哋亦都係排名第一嘅美容設備嘅品牌。
And here's our latest device that we call the Well Spa.
咁呢個係我哋最新嘅一個產品叫做 Well Spa。
This is a really interesting device because as you apply it and move it around the skin, not only does it make your skin smoother and healthier looking, it can also help to make the rest of the body healthier.
嗱，呢一個儀器係非常之有趣嘅，因為當你喺身體上面使用呢一個儀器去推進嘅時候咧，唔單止令到你嘅皮膚更加光滑啦、美麗啦，更重要嘅係佢令到你體內更加之循環、更加之健康。
And that's because of this diagram that we call it affects the lymphatic system.
咁而背後嘅原理係因為佢可以激活到你嘅淋巴系統啊。
And the reason why this lymphatic system, unlike the blood system, it requires the help to move the fluid around the body because there's no pump.
嗱，血液循環嘅系統，我哋大家都知道係有一個泵去泵呢啲血，令到佢不斷咁樣循環嘅。咁但係淋巴系統咧，佢係冇呢一個泵嘅喎，所以需要外部嘅幫助幫佢循環嘅。
And the lymphatic system is as important as your blood system because it helps to remove toxins from the body.
而淋巴系統咧喺排毒方面有非常重要嘅作用。
And that is why we feel the Well Spa, when you use it all over your body, helps to detoxify the body system.
所以我哋呢一部 Well Spa 嘅儀器咧，當你喺全身使用嘅時候，幫到你排毒嘅。
And the way that we design this device, right, is actually the bottom things that look like a double nodule. It fits or it comes into contact 100% onto the skin.
嗱，咁佢背後嘅設計原理可以睇到呢一幅嘅解剖圖啦。咁佢其實嘅原理就係咧有好多嘅桑束點啊。咁當你去同身體接觸嘅時候咧，佢可以激活到你皮下嘅淋巴系統。
So the benefits that we get out of it, it restores the body, it revitalizes the skin, and it helps the body to recover from exercise.
所以佢可以幫到我哋嘅身體咧進行復原啦，同埋可以激活皮膚。更加重要嘅係喺運動咗之後去使用嘅話咧，可以幫助解除疲勞嘅。
And first time that we have developed, in fact, the first one ever in the industry, that we have developed a device that has integrated beauty benefits together with wellness benefits.
所以我哋係行業首創嘅將美容同埋保健結合二合為一嘅一個儀器。
And that's because of this current that we call the adaptive microcurrent technology in the device, that it helps to stimulate the lymphatic system.
而背後嘅功臣咧，就係呢一個所謂嘅智慧調節微電流嘅系統，佢可以激活到你嘅淋巴系統。
And you know, with the microcurrent, you need a gel, right, or a liquid in a way to conduct electricity.
嗱，通過使用呢一個微電流咧，當然你要一個傳導嘅介質，而呢個介質咧可能係某一種嘅液體啊，或者我哋嘅凝膠。
So this gel that we apply on the skin before we use the device actually contains a substance that releases a substance that's called adiponectin that helps to make the lymphatic system function much, much better.
而我哋用嘅呢個凝膠入邊係有特殊嘅成分嘅。咁當我哋喺使用呢一部儀器之前咧，要先搽呢一個凝膠呢一個 gel 嘅，因為佢入邊有一個成分咧係可以激活到我哋嘅支聯素。咁而呢個支聯素咧可以令到我哋進一步去促進淋巴系統嘅循環。
And again, we discovered this particular lotus flower extract through scientific experiment and not just guessing.
嗱，咁當然啦，點解我哋會揀呢一種特別嘅草藥成分咧？咁就係因為我哋通過科研去揀嘅，而唔係話隨機咁去點下點到呢一個嘅。
So everything we're bringing together, I already mentioned, integrating beauty and wellness together. This is right now, we are at a stage that only Nu Skin can do that.
所以喺我哋行業入邊咧 ，Nu Skin 係唯一一間可以做到結合美容同埋保健合二為一嘅公司。
Most other companies will either be strong in beauty side, but they're not strong on the nutrition supplement side, and vice versa with some other companies.
所以我哋好多嘅競爭對手，其他嘅公司咧，佢要麼咧就係美容比較強啦，要麼就係保健比較強，好難咧，好似我哋咁樣做到二合一嘅。
Whereas in Nu Skin, we are perfectly balanced between the two categories.
我哋公司咧喺美容同保健兩方面係非常之平衡發展。
And we are continuing to innovate. I've already talked about some of the things previously from ageLog and Pharmanex biophotonic scanner, and going all the way back to the origin of Nu Skin, which started with the concept, all of the good, none of the bad.
嗱，咁我頭先同大家講咗好多我哋嘅科研發展嘅一啲例子啦，包括我哋一開始研發究竟我哋嘅思路係來自於乜嘢啊？我哋用咗點樣嘅 H-Log 嘅技術啊？點樣做咗科研嘅投入啊？一切都係因為我哋只想做出最好嘅產品，我哋唔想要保留任何負面嘅嘢。
So now we are opening a new category. We are opening mental health as the new category in the world of Nu Skin.
而我哋而家進入一個新嘅領域，咁就係心理健康嘅領域。
And this new category we have given the name MYND360.
咁而呢一個新嘅系列咧，我哋將個名咧就命名為 MYND360 度。
We know in mental health and mental wellness, every one of us has something that we need to make it better.
因為我哋知道咧，講到心理健康嘅話，每一個人都有自己嘅痛點啦，每一個人都要有改善嘅方面嘅。
Whether we want to sleep better,
可能改善睡眠啦，
whether we want to sort of focus better,
可能專注力要提高啦，
maybe we want less stress,
希望壓力可以減少啲啦，
and we want to remember things better.
或者希望可以強化記憶力啦。
These are the 4 most important things in mental health.
呢個係心理健康入邊最重要嘅4方面問題。
And these things are all connected together in a circle.
而呢4方面咧係息息相關嘅喎。
Right. That's why when we develop this particular category, we want to develop these 4 different products to break this cycle.
所以我哋做MYND360嘅時候咧，我哋希望將呢4方面可以連結喺一齊，打破呢一個惡性循環。
Because think about it, right? If you have more stress, you can't sleep.
譬如話，如果你壓力大，你肯定瞓唔好嘅。
When you can't sleep, when you get up in the morning, you can't focus.
如果你瞓唔好，你專注力肯定唔夠啦。
And you get worried and you start not remembering things.
然之後你開始擔心得多嘅時候咧，你記憶力又會衰退啦。
And if you can't remember things, your stress level goes up again.
咁如果你記唔到嘅話，咁你壓力又大啦喎。
So it becomes this vicious cycle that keeps on making it worse.
咁所以呢個惡性循環咧係會不斷咁樣加劇嘅。
Our 4 products give you the 4 possibilities of breaking that vicious cycle.
所以我哋呢一個系列嘅4大產品咧，就可以俾到你4個可能性，打破呢一個惡性循環。
And by breaking it, that's why we call it MYND360, because MYND actually stands for My New Day.
嗱，呢一個就係點解我哋要將佢命名為 MYND360啦，因為 My 咧 MYND 其實係代表英文嘅我嘅全新嘅一日。
And soon we'll be launching that in Hong Kong.
咁啊，好快我哋會喺香港見到呢一系列嘅產品。
Thank you. And there's another one. We're going to keep on innovating with H-Log as well. We're going to make an H-Log genetic test very soon.
嗱，咁我哋仲未停嘅喎，我哋 H-Log 嘅技術咧將會繼續幫我哋研發下一系列嘅產品。
And that is called a Project Helix. We're not quite sure when we're going to complete that yet, but it's looking pretty promising that over the 12 to 18 months, we will have a test that can help you understand your genetic profile.
咁而呢一個新嘅項目咧，就係關於測試你嘅基因序列啊，或者係你嘅基因檔案嘅。咁我哋咧而家仲喺度研發當中啦。咁呢一個項目咧，會預計喺未來12到18個月將會完成。
Yeah. And with that particular test, we can help you select the best and most appropriate products from our portfolio to help you customize a regimen to treat both beauty and wellness.
咁通過呢一個系列嘅產品咧，你可以通過基因測試了解到自己基因檔案啦。咁而從我哋所有嘅產品入邊咧，可以選擇到最適合你，令到你更加美麗同埋更加健康嘅產品。
Right. So, and that's not all, because you can be healthy. We also want you to look pretty.
咁仲未夠喎，你可以好健康，但係更重要嘅係你都要好靚啦。
Right. So this is our new retinol complex product.
咁呢個係我哋最新嘅 Asian 產品啦。
So this retinol is, some of you may actually recognize retinol as a very active skin ingredient.
大家可能知道啦，最近 Asian 呢一個係非常之常見嘅，或者係好常提起嘅一啲護膚產品嚟嘅。
But the problem with most retinol ingredients out there in competitive product is that they're very irritating.
但係我哋好多競爭對手嘅產品入邊嘅 Asian 咧，佢係好容易刺激到皮膚嘅。
When you apply it on the skin, it turns the skin red.
當你用喺皮膚上面嘅時候咧，你可能會遇到紅腫啦。
We have developed a retinol ingredient that is much less irritating.
而我哋專研嘅呢個 Asian 嘅配方咧，係完全唔會刺激皮膚嘅。
and it's less irritating. And then when you apply it on the skin, it stays on the skin much longer to deliver its benefits.
更加好嘅時候，更加好嘅咧，就係當你用喺皮膚上面嘅時候咧，佢發揮作用嘅時間更加之持久嘅。
It also contains a very powerful what we call an AI peptide.
咁仲有一個好重要嘅活性成分咧，就係我哋叫做 AI 肽啊。
This AI peptide produces 4 times more collagen under the skin.
佢係可以刺激到你嘅皮膚咧，可以增加4倍咁多嘅膠原蛋白嘅再生嘅。
So it's pretty powerful.
所以係非常強大有效嘅一個成分。
And its second property is that it also helps the retinol to work better.
而第二個好處咧，就係呢一種肽可以幫助到入邊嘅 A 醇成分咧，發揮更大嘅功效。
So we are looking forward to having the launch of this product in Hong Kong very soon.
所以我哋非常之期待喺不久嘅將來咧，就會將呢一份禮物咧送俾香港。
So and once again, we have used H-lock technology to find that.
咁同樣咧，背後嘅科技咧都係 H-lock 嘅技術。
So let me show you some pictures, right? So
咁大家睇下啲試用嘅效果啦。
picture says 1,000 words, they say. So this is the back of your hand.
嗱，咁呢個係手背嘅圖片，所謂一圖勝千言啦，大家可以睇下。
Okay, and this is after using the retinol complex.
用咗12個禮拜之後嘅效果。
Right. So when you use it with the retinol product, your husband or your boyfriend will hold your hand longer.
所以用咗我哋嘅 A 醇產品之後咧，你嘅男朋友或者老公揸你個手揸得耐啲。
Right. Money back guarantee if your
如
boyfriend.
果佢唔揸你嘅手嘅話咧，我退錢俾你。
Okay. So here under the eyes.
然之後眼底嘅呢啲眼袋啦、
So
眼圈啦，
as you can see, this retinol product also removes the bags quite well.
你可以見到佢係非常之有效地去除眼袋啦。
And here would be the neck area.
咁對頸紋啦，
Yeah, again, it smoothes out the neck. And the neck area is a very difficult area to use any other way of making it smoother.
咁其實頸部係非常之難解決、好有挑戰性嘅一個部分啦。你要用產品去令到啲頸紋變順變滑咧，係好難嘅。
So we really know just from those 3 separate experiments that this product really works on skin health.
所以就係通過頭先3個唔同嘅獨立嘅實驗咧，我哋知道呢個產品真係會對皮膚皺紋，特別是係一啲好多常見嘅狀況有好好嘅療癒作用嘅。
So for the new people, right? I've shared with
朋友
you how we make our products in New Skin.
我同你哋分享咗我哋喺 New Skin 點樣開發產品㗎啦。
We have very broad, what I would call enabling technology to develop our products.
我哋有一個非常之強大嘅賦能技術啦，去發展我哋嘅產品。
And not just now, but forever, for in the future as well.
同埋呢一個技術咧，唔單止係適用於而家嘅，對未來都同樣適用。
And I've given you proof that the power behind those technology because I've shared at least 3 new products with you.
同埋我已經俾咗好多嘅證據俾你啦，我同你哋介紹咗最少有3款嘅產品係用咗呢一個技術去研發嘅。
And also, it's not just consumable products. I also showed you we have become the #1 device company as well.
唔單止係產品喎，同埋我都講咗俾大家聽，我哋喺儀器方面排名都係非常之靠前嘅。
So we have covered a very broad area of products just to show you that New Skin is not just a one-trick pony.
所以我頭先通過介紹咁多嘅產品同埋儀器，希望就話俾大家聽，我哋 New Skin 咧唔係淨係話得一個黃金產品咁簡單嘅啫。
Perhaps when you leave here, when you think about New Skin, you should think about New Skin as a company that you own.
所以當你離開呢度嘅時候，我希望你係將 New Skin 睇作係你自己嘅公司。
Yeah, because New Skin doesn't exist without any of you.
因為如果冇在座嘅朋友嘅話，冇你哋嘅支持同埋付出嘅話 ，New Skin 係唔會存在嘅。
It is your company.
所以係你哋嘅公司，
And that's why it's an opportunity.
所以係你哋嘅機遇。
Yeah. Fundamentally, in America, I would say, and there's a very famous Abraham Lincoln saying, that New Skin is a company created by our leaders, for our leaders, with our leaders.
所以可以引用我哋非常著名嘅 Abraham Lincoln 嘅一個名言咧，我覺得 New Skin 咧就好似當時佢引用話美國呢片土地一樣啦，我哋係為咗在座嘅各位而創嘅，亦都係為咗你哋而研發，以後亦都係屬於你哋嘅。
Yeah. So hopefully, I'll see all you people in the world of
希望不久將來見到新朋友都可以加入我哋嘅公司，成為我哋家庭嘅一份子。多謝大家。
感謝多位高精彩嘅分享。